Hello, it's RF Aviation Modelling here, and I've got another box preview review sort of thing. This time I've decided to do not a normal brand, Xtrakit. Never actually heard of them until I came across this. A Gloster Meteor NF11, 12 or 14. The reason this kit is actually quite significant to me is because in the RAF, my granddad actually worked on these at Martlesham Heath on the blind landing unit. It'd have a sort of orangey glazed canopy, blue goggles, and it'd seem like nighttime, practice night landings. So yeah, 1/72 scale like everything else. I'll also be doing the build review of the gnat in a minute. So yeah, let's go on with this. What you get 1, 2, 3 sprues of greyish, bluey, some kind of colour plastic. It's quite flexible, but not too flexible. It all seems quite good quality. There's next to no flash. Haven't managed to find any sink marks except for inside the wings, but nobody will actually see that. Nice going. Yeah. It's a sort of development of the Matchbox Meteor, and apparently, so I've heard, on the Matchbox on top of the wings it had really deep sink marks from the moulds. Yeah. So yeah, this kit you get the option to do one of 3 aeroplanes, the NF11, 12 or 14. The instruction manual quite good after you've got your head around how confusing it gets. So you have to reference off of these drawings for what one you're going to do. They show you how to paint it and where to put all the decals. Sorry, not decals. I've gone around and ticked each of the steps I'll need to take because I'm doing the 11, but painting it and marking it. I'll be putting on the RAF roundels, but I'll be changing the serial number and everything to WD765, which was the actual serial number of the Meteor that my granddad worked on. It'll be quite nice to do that. So yeah, instruction book, actually quite good. Gives you all the paint references. Twice actually, one on the front, one inside. Drawings are a bit small, but that's no bother. You can look closely. They're not very detailed, but oh well. You get the gist of it really. You also get your decals. You get 3 types for 3 aeroplanes. You got a French Air Force. This one's actually meant for the 11, but I'll probably be using the one off of the 14, maybe the 12. Not sure yet. And then you get like your standard ones for over all of the aircraft, like wing markings and all of that. So there's your decals. And here's your clear sprue. You get 2 canopies, a bubble one and a framed one. The framed one was on the earlier 2, so you 12 and 11 I think. And then the bubble would have been on the 14. So yeah. The box on both sides, it's exactly the same. Your box art. On this end it's quite basic. It gives you the address of who they made it for, Hannets. On there, it's pretty much the same as the front. Same again. Oh. And on here we have descriptions in 2 languages, English and German. So yeah, I'll be building this one. It'll take me quite a while because I've got to try and find decals for the 765 and a nice little 5 or S, I'm not quite sure what it is, to go on the nose. There's not much else to say really. Give you a closer look at all the sprues. There we go. As you got 3 nose cones. That one's the 12, 14, 11. You've got 2 tails, one for the 12 and 14 and one for the 11. Same fuselage. Oh, there's 2 different ones of these actually. That's confusing. Like to make my life confusing. Every Airfix does. Same wings. Quite a stubby small wingspan in my opinion. Landing gear, 1 piece. tyres doesn't come away from the actual frame, neither does the mudguard. That's one fault I'd probably say about this. The cockpit isn't overly detailed, but you know, probably won't be able to see through the cockpit, so I'll probably end up glazing the cockpit orangey colour, something like that, to try and get that night landing effect. You got your seats, probably paint a harness on them maybe. Two different intakes, you got your thinner ones and your wider ones. I think the thin one, oh actually it shows on here. Your thin ones were used on the 11 and the, I think it'd have been the 11 and the 12 actually, I'm not sure. But yeah, so you get them. And your outlets. Ooh, drops of blamming sprue. There's some of that cockpit detail I was on about. It's not overly detailed, but yeah. It'll be alright really. Should be anyway. So yeah. I also just get a little warning sheet. Yeah. Oh, just size comparison with my little 172 Spitfire like I do. Got two of them hanging up there, one painted glossy white for some reason, not quite sure why. So yeah, 172 Airfix Spitfire. I can't show you how wide the whole thing will be, but yeah, you can use your imagination. So there we go, got that, and the wings. So yeah, it's about just over double the width of a Spitfire. And then the fuselage length, and I'll eventually sort it. The fuselage on its own without the nose or tail is about the width of the Spitfire wingspan. So yeah, got that over there again. I don't think I'm going to be able to include the review of the gnat in this video because I'm about to run out of charge. I'll have to put another one up. So yeah, this has been the Xtrakit Meteor NF11 12 or 14 in 172 scale by RAF Aviation Modelling. Thanks for watching and goodbye.